for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Great 15. Great 15.
On second down, here's Wentz. Going long here for Wallace. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Carlos Henderson. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here now come the Falcons. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's a Johnny. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now it's Ajayi. And some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the point. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ajayi's going to go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi, 74 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail. Offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
54, Sam. Gun. 21, let's go.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nigel Bradham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Connects with Sanu right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, this is Geis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Wait. 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 Left. Down. Ready. Ready. Wait. Wait. 12. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch number 86. Watch the butt. Strip that ball. Hey, rip 5-2. On here. Switch.
This is Ajayi. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
On the left.
They run again with Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Matt Bosher now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Sproles, the return. Called an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Ajayi. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Great.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Oh, no, he lost the football. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Run.
Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let... It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 42 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Let's go. 5-2. Great.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off out by Akello Witherspoon. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go play action here on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, let's go.
Geis with the carry on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Bannon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Come here, sounds like I see seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. that. From the back of the I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the they all from that. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip.